name is Jonathan Yaragire. I am a student at Safanian Freya University, and I am conducting this interview as part of my academic work. We record this interview and use information in a project called Government and You. And I'm working on a goal called I contribute to the society. The interview will be used to create government and you and are submitted to a procurement for America so that my project can be evaluated. This recording will be used for this purpose. Do you have any question?
No, I don't have any question.
Do you give your consent to be interviewed and recorded?
Yes. I, Ibrahim Harimana, give an informed consent to participate in the interview, to be recorded and used as part of student academic work.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you about four questions. The first one is called what are the what are three branches of government.
Three branches of government. I know one, which is a judicial.
Thank you very much. The second one is what does each branch do? The third one is Democrat and Republican are the major parties. So can you name the third party?
Third party.
The fourth one is what is the basic process by which a bill becomes a law.
I don't know how a bill can become a law.
Thank you very much. Hello? Yes. So, my name is Jonathan Yaragire. I am a student at Safanian University, and I am conducting this interview as part of my academic work. With your consent, I will record this interview and use it the information in the project called Government and You. So the interview will be used to create the government and you and submit it to Congress for America so that my project can be evaluated. This recording will be used for this purpose. Do you have any questions?
don't have any question.
Do you give your consent to be interviewed and recorded?
Yes, I, Justin Rugamba, give my informed consent to participate in this interview to be recorded and used as part of the students' academic evaluation.
Thank you very much. Here I have 4 questions. Starting from the first, I can ask you what are the can you ask me what are the branches of government?
I'm not sure, but I still remember 2. One is judiciary and executive. I don't remember where the third one.
Thank you very much. The second one is what? Is what does each branch do?
I don't have any idea about that.
Thank you very much again. The third one is Democrats and Republicans are the major parties. Can you name the third one?
I don't know. I don't know the third one.
No. Thank you very much. The first question is that what is the process by which a bill becomes a law?
No, I don't know.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. My name is Jonas Niragire. I am a student at Southern New Hampshire University. So I'm working on a project called Government and You, where I was asked to interview 2 different people about different questions. About the question asked that what are the 3 branches of government. One person told me that he knows one only, which is judiciary. Another person told me that he knows 2 of them, but I'm going to list all of them here. The first branch is called executive branch. The second one is called judiciary branch, and the third one is called legislative branch. Moving to the second question about what are the function of each one. All of them told me that I don't know their function or what each branch do. So I'm going to explain you about what each branch do. For the first one, which is called executive branch, it is responsible for enforcing laws. Its power is vested in the president. The president acts as both the head of the state of commander-in-chief of the armed force. The independent federal agencies are tasked with enforcing the law enacted by the Congress. Moving to the second one, called legislative branch. Legislative branch is made up of the House of Senate, which is known which is known collectively as the Congress. Among other powers, the legislative branch makes all laws, declare wars, regulate interstate and foreign commerce, and control or taxing and spending policies. Moving to the third one, the third one is called judicial branch. Judicial branch include criminal and civil court and help interpret the United States Constitution. As I learned, the most important part of the judicial branch is the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court role is to interpret the Constitution and limit the powers of other branches of government. All of those parties are connected and together because they are connected. So this is because the legislative branch makes law, but the president in the executive branch can veto. So the president in the executive branch can veto those laws with a presidential veto. Also, the legislative branch makes the law, but the judicial branch can declare those law and constitutional. Also, the judicial branch interprets law but the president nominate Supreme Court justice, court appeal judges, and district court judges who makes the evaluation. The third parties of government, I asked them about the three parties of government. They told me that they don't know, but I can explain them here. The three parties of government are the Republican, Democrat, and American Party. It means there was a Republican Party in the U.S. politics at the end of 17 of 100 and 700, yeah, but it wasn't the same one that we honor and either love or hate today. It didn't last long. The modern Republican Party is widely viewed as having begun in 1854. So, the people who refer to themselves as Republican would use that date as their starting point of the scripture. The third party parties face many obstacles in their politics. So they are usually not even allowed on ballot for due to lack of popular support and signatures to warrant a place under local laws. However, third parties do have important role in the national politics. It is usually organized and mobilized around a single issue or position, putting pressures on a candidate from major political parties to address these issues. The fourth question was talking about the basic concept in which a bill becomes a law. I asked them and they told me that they even know what is a bill. So I have listed 10 processes. The first is that a bill is born. And this means that anyone can make a bill. However, only members of Congress can introduce legislation, and by doing so, they become the sponsors. The second one is that there will be the committee action. As soon as a bill is introduced, it is referred to a committee. At this point, the bill is examined carefully and its chances for a passage are first determined. The third one is that there will be subcommittee review. Often bills are referred to subcommittee for study and hearing. The fourth one is that there will be a markup. When the hearing are completed, the subcommittee may meet to mark up that bill. So that is make the change and the amendment to recommending the bill to the full committee. The fifth one is that there will be the committee action to report a bill. After receiving some committees a report on a bill, a full committee vote on its recommendation to the House or Senate. So the seventh one is that and there will be the referral to another chamber. This means that when the House or Senate passes a bill, it is referred to the other chamber, where it is usually follow the same route to the committee in the floor action. The eighth one is that it will be the referral committee action. This means that when the action of other chambers significantly after the bill, a conference committee is formed in order to consider a difference between House and Senate versions. The main one is that there will be final action. This also means that after both the houses and the Senate approved a bill in identical form, it is sent to a president. If he approves of the registration, he signs and it becomes a law. And the last one is that there will be overriding a veto. This means that if the president vetoes a bill, Congress may attempt to override the veto. If both the Senate and the houses pass the bill by a majority, so the present veto is overruled and the bill becomes a law. Thank you very much.